Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Here we are, VTP Stage 2 Online, Technical Tuesday Coaching Call 201 for the 21st of July 2026. I hope you're all well. I hope you've had a good start to the week. Hope you've enjoyed some of these moves in FX indices and commodities, okay, that we've seen based on everything that's going around the world at the moment, but more of that later. And if you want a bit more help and support, the Trader Accountability Group is running for Q3, helping you build discipline, accountability, and consistency in your trading journey. There's a bit.ly code there, there's a QR code there. You can ping me if you've got any questions or comments. So, we just had a look at Kiwi strength. Let's have a little look at the other side of the thing, which is basically we've been seeing Swiss franc weakness, and certainly against these condols, you can see that. Look at that Aussie against the Swiss franc there, Canadian dollar against the Swiss franc, and Kiwi dollar, which we looked at. Okay, sterling against Swiss franc. Okay, and we talked about that. It's nice. Euro has ground its way there. Wouldn't exactly, when you look at these other nice trends, Euro, it's been doing that, but it's grinding its way there. What starts to get me interested is how Swiss franc is going against the dollar and the Japanese yen. The dollar, well, it's just another block range, and that's a reflection of that kind of dollar. I'm trying to think of the right word for it. The kind of dollar flip-flopping there, okay? It's if you're a swing trader looking for positions, okay, long-term positions, not terribly easy, but as we saw with dollar index, euro dollar, etc., the dollar's been a little bit not been playing ball the last few weeks there, has it? And that's just reflected there on that dollar against the Swiss franc there. Kind of also intriguingly, Swiss franc against Japanese yen. All right, so what has kind of intrigued me about this is that, we were through June, we were in, a pretty clear downtrend. Okay, Swiss weakness, yen strength, right? And there's not really been massive yen strength, but when the Swiss franc is weakening against it, that in itself is telling you something. But this month, what has intrigued me is that the daily 50 period moving average, all right, has clearly acted as just dynamic resistance there. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. 8 touches this month, okay, and it has, as I said, it has really acted as dynamic resistance there. Okay, it's kind of, is it, excuse me, you can understand what I'm doing. I'm wondering if this is just tightening up a little bit. There's just no move higher for Swiss franc, which is giving us an indication of that kind of weakness in the Swiss, and also no real strength to move lower. Okay, so no real yen strength there and stuff. And so is this a case of Swiss franc and Japanese yen is just finding balance? It's just coiling and squeezing its way up before everybody goes on holidays, or is this the calm before the storm? So I'm kind of curious about that chart, and just have to wait and see how that plays out. But definitely that daily 50 has acted as really fascinating dynamic resistance. And if you look at that, you've got the 200 sloping up, the 50 sloping down, and the 20 kind of going sideways, and price in between. It is a typical coil that we are getting to see there with Swiss yen.